Hello, my name is Dean Contover, and this is Current Buzz. Thank you for watching today. Today we have Dan Guttenplan. I hope I got that right.
You got it right, yeah.
Good. He's the director of the Parker Lecture Series. He's going to explain what the Parker Lecture Series are. There's series that go on every year. There's a trust that pays for the series. And so this is all free. What can you get these days that are free? So Dan is going to tell us what he does as a director of the Parker Lecture Series, and it's to you, Dan. You know,
okay.
And what the mission is, and etc.
Yeah.
And this is a little brochure that they come out every year. This is a 2025, 2026. You can get it online, and if you're at your local store, they usually have it. Mm-hmm. The lecture series only takes place in Lowell. They can't have it anywhere else. It must be in Lowell. So it's to you, Dan.
Okay, yeah, the Parker Lecture Series. It started with Moses Greeley Parker, who was a Lowell resident. He lived in Centerville. And when he died in 1917, he was a philanthropist, and he was a very well-known, he was a military doctor, and he built a hospital as part of the military.
From Civil War, let's put it in.
Yeah, in the Civil War, yeah, because he died in 1917. Yeah. So after he was a military doctor, he came back to Lowell and he attended a lecture that was given by Alexander Graham Bell, who we know invented the telephone.
Right.
So he was a big investor in that. He and ended up,
telephone.
Yeah.
Different type of telephone, but in those days they had landlines, but
right.
That's what they called them.
Yeah, and so at the time they also had operators who used to call whenever you wanted to dial out, and you would give them the name of the person you wanted to dial. And during that time, Moses Greeley Parker came up with the idea that they should have a number system so that you didn't have to go through the operator and give the name, and they would have to memorize the number. So he came up with the number system that we still use today. So anyway, when he died, he had a lot of holdings and also money, and he funded this lecture series that is free today. Like you said, anybody who wants to attend can do so for free. The idea is that they're supposed to be either entertaining or educational, and they're supposed to be hosted at venues all across the city of Lowell so that people can familiarize themselves with some of the more historic buildings in Lowell. So this year we have the National Parks Visitor Center, which is closed right now because of the government shutdown. So we'll see if we can use that at some point. But we do have backup plans if we don't. Mm-hmm. The Whistler House in Lowell, we have Boarding House Park, we have the Pollard Library, and then we just kicked off the series in September with Ed Davis, gave a talk at the Middlesex Community College.
I was there.
Yes.
There were what, at least 100 people there?
I would say so. Yeah, that was about right. And that's a good draw for us because it's difficult to find people my age. A lot of them have families and kids, so you try to schedule it for weeknights, and it's difficult to draw hundreds and hundreds of people. We can do it on the weekends too. We've done a little bit of that where we have Sunday afternoons. That's usually at National Park Visitor Center. But we have it all on the website, parkerlectures.com. We have 10 lectures planned this year, and we may add some more in the spring.
Okay.
It's going to be, next year is going to be the 200th anniversary of the city of Lowell, so we're getting some...
next year's the 200th anniversary?
Yeah, so we're getting some help from City Hall, trying to line up some speakers that might kind of be integrated into the bicentennial celebration.
Yeah, but don't forget the bicentennial. That's what I was going to say. Bring that up too.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's Minutemen. They usually go under the banner Chumps and Minutemen, but many of them live in Lowell.
Yes.
So maybe you could bring them in or something like that.
Yeah.
I could give you some names.
Sure.
So go ahead, pontificate.
Yeah, so that's the series. We have 10 lectures so far. Like I said, we're going to add to it. We have various venues around the city of Lowell. The idea is to promote issues that appeal to women, children, and immigrants. That's kind of in the trust from Moses Greeley Parker. So we have a lot of those types of themes.
Good for you.
Yeah, so we're excited about the schedule, and I was happy to see you out at the first one.
Yeah, it was good. He's an interesting guy.
Ed Davis,
Ed Davis, interesting guy. I'm glad you got him. I know you were supposed to schedule him last year, and he was out of the country.
Yeah, so we wanted to do it right around the Boston Marathon
Right.
last year because he had such a big role in
did.
the Tsarnaev kind of manhunt. After the Boston Marathon bombing.
I asked him why he didn't write a book. That question.
Yeah, I think there was like a non-disclosure type thing that he didn't want to. He said he would have to retire or something before he could do something like that, didn't he?
Yeah, something that is a year, maybe 30 years or 20 years.
Yeah, I don't know
he
what it is.
can't say anything or something.
Yes.
I don't know. But that would be a very interesting book.
I mean they've made a few documentaries that have been
I
on
don't
TV.
see what the problem is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I went to, and then I went last year. I went to what was his
Admiral Gilday.
Gilday, yeah, he was interesting. There was like 300 or 400 people in that theater. I was really surprised.
That was a good one. Yeah, we had the help of UMass Lowell for that one.
Yeah.
That was at the Comley Lane Theater on their campus, and that was really nice.
On Broadway, by the way.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So we did a happy hour, kind of cocktail hour beforehand, and
I wasn't invited to that.
I know you will be now. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a really nice lecture. We had a lot of people who were interested in getting involved in the military, kids, adults that came to that lecture, and then Ed Davis was a good one too for us. So, and then some of these other ones, like this weekend we have Lowell Celebrates Kerouac. We're taking part in that celebration. We have Hassan Melahi, who has a long history studying Jack Kerouac, so he's gonna give a lecture, and then we have another one this fall at the Whistler Museum of somebody who studied the art and architecture of James Whistler. So we're excited. We have we've already had 3 this summer at the Boarding House Park as part of that series. So yeah, we're really excited about what we have on the schedule this year.
Let me ask you, do they approach you from the Kerouac group to hold something that weekend?
Yeah, we've had a partnership with them for many years. So
okay.
they will usually reach out and kind of propose a couple of potential speakers, and we'll take a look at it and decide what works best.
So basically, anybody can approach you. They might have a relative or a cousin or a father or a son that may be interesting, and they should contact you.
Absolutely. Yeah, my contact address is on the website, parkerlectures.com.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm completely open. My job is to try to find the best, speakers in terms of entertainment and education.
Right.
So whenever I get those types of things, I'll propose it to our board of directors. We'll take a look at it. We'll see if we can find venues that kind of align with that speaker's theme, how many people we might imagine will be in the audience. So that's all part of it. But yeah, the idea is to kind of promote this series and that's what we're doing here today, is try to get as many people as we can to come out.
How many board of directors do you have?
We have 3. So it's John Carson, Bill Samaras, and Brian Martin, who are all Bill Samaras is a former mayor and headmaster at Lowell High. John Carson, he's a Chelmsford guy, actually, who you probably know. This track at the high school is named after his son.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
They have a monument on the track, but it's covered with bushes and you can't see the monument, unbeknownst to a lot of people that run the track or walk the track.
Really?
You can't really see it.
Okay. I'll have to let him know that.
Yeah, let him
sure.
know that. Tell him Dean mentioned that,
I will.
So good. I'm sorry.
Brian Martin was also a former, I believe he was a headmaster at Lowell High, and also.
Yeah, he was state rep too, I believe.
Yes, city manager, I think, at one point.
Yeah, city manager at one time. So it's just small, 3 people. That's it.
Well, we're also, we are advised as well by the headmaster at Lowell High right now, who's Michael Fiato.
Okay.
Julie Chen, who's the chancellor at UMass Lowell, has helped us out. We have a couple of talks this year that she helped, and then the mayor, Daniel Rourke.
Daniel Rourke, he's involved. We had him on the show here recently.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he's involved with the international.
Oh, that's right, the Front Runner City.
Yeah, the front runner. Maybe you should get the guy who's in charge of Front Runner City from Toronto to come down and explain it.
That could be something.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea, because reading about it and listening firsthand is 2 different things.
Right.
So that's my suggestion.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Yeah. It's so. Does Michael Fiato, the headmaster
Headmaster
of Lowell High School, Does he go to the meetings? Is he involved? Or
No, we usually communicate with him by email.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And does he make suggestions?
Once in a while he does.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's a big school.
It is, yeah. He's got his hands full.
Yeah, that's for sure.
They've actually hosted lectures before at Lowell High in the theater.
In the
there.
theater?
Yeah, so that's kind of the way the partnerships that works there. Like, you know, they're willing to host if we need them. A lot of the stuff at Boarding House Park will move into Lowell High School if there's rain or weather that that requires that. So. Yeah, so he does help.
Boarding House Park in Lowell, if you don't know about it, and if you're watching this internationally, it's an open park, and it's like an amphitheater.
Yeah, they have a concert series there in the summer.
Yeah, so it's outdoors. That's why if it rains, they go to the high school theater.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. I just want to get that, squared away.
Yeah, no, I know. I take it for granted.
Yeah, I know. See, I have to. So there's many venues in the city, so you use all of them more or less.
Yeah, we've used a lot of different ones.
Do they charge you?
No, we can't pay for the venue.
Oh.
That's part of the stipulation and the trust as well. So we do pay the speakers. We can't pay for the venue. And the audience can't pay. That's kind of the way the financial model works.
There's no donations or anything like that?
You could donate, but he left the money and just the interest that's generated from the money is able to fund the series.
Mr. Parker invested in AT&T in stocks, and that's why there's a reserve of money.
Yes.
And he did invent the telephone number. And Lowell used 5 digits for the phone up to 1972. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they changed over to a 7-digit number in 1972. They were kind of late.
Yeah.
In the game, but
and now with the cell phones, you need that area code too. You need the 10 digits.
Yeah, it's gotten one of the best machines ever made. The cell phone.
Yeah, well, I've got kids who are 11 and 12, so we're trying to figure out how to integrate cell phones into their lifestyle.
Well, if my suggestion is that if your children have cell phones or your grandchildren have cell phones, don't allow them to take it into the bedroom. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, mine don't have the cell phones yet. We're still holding out. But
but I mean, if they take them into the bedroom, they'll be on the cell phone all night, and they'll get up in the morning and they'll be sluggish going into school.
Yeah, I could probably use that advice for myself.
Yeah. So you're the editor of the New England Baseball Journal too, right?
That's right. Yeah, and I brought a copy because this was actually.
I'm going to show you this copy. You're not going to believe this.
Yeah, Chelmsford High School on the cover.
Chelmsford High School is on the cover of this.
They
Breaking
won their
news.
first state championship since 1966 this year. So. Yeah, you texted me last night, hey, bring a copy.
Yeah, because I love baseball, so.
Yeah, I found it with Chelmsford High, and I thought that works.
This is the story, if you can get it on Points of Pride, right? Chelmsford High School. I'm sure that I'll probably need more of these to give out. Chelmsford Lions runs Division I table as number 14 seed for the first title in 1966. Chelmsford High School, if you don't know, won the baseball high school title in the state of Massachusetts, and that's why they're covered in the article, and that's why. Oh wow! I see the principal, the headmaster of Chelmsford High School is in. There's a picture of him there.
Yeah, they got a chance to do some cool stuff too. I know they went to City Hall, but they also went to Fenway and got recognized.
That's right, they did.
Yeah, so they've had a big. Exciting year for baseball in Chelmsford.
Okay, MIAA top 10, right? The top 10?
Right.
Chelmsford, right there, top 10.
Number 1, yeah, they won Division I, so that's the most competitive
top
division.
10, that's right. So if you're interested in baseball, whatever position you play, go for it. Yeah, thank you for the, do you have any extras in regards to the Chelmsford?
We do in our office. This is just the one that gets mailed to my address.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I didn't. You texted last night, so I didn't have time to run into the office.
Yeah, okay.
But I could get more.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. Because I think people should know.
Yeah.
It's the New England Baseball Journal Summer Edition 2025, the Champs Edition.
That's right.
So yeah, and there's probably Division II and et cetera, that type
Yeah, we cover, so there's 5 divisions in Massachusetts,
Okay.
and so we covered all 5. And then there's all nowadays the prep schools are getting very popular.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, so, there's Brooks and there's Phillips Andover and, all these ISL
Yeah,
schools. So
right.
that's, so there's a lot to cover in baseball now, and a lot of kids who want to extend their careers and play in college. So that's kind of,
Yeah, a lot of people will play 4 years of high school or football or baseball or whatever, and then they'll go to a prep school for a year.
that happens, yeah, postgraduate
Yeah,
years.
postgraduate, yeah.
Yep.
And that's a story. So I want to ask you this question about the Park Election Series and get back to that.
Okay.
Could someone does Lowell Cable cover the lecture series? Do they occasionally cover it?
We've talked about doing it that way. So Belinda Duran, who was running for city council and advanced to the final election, she actually has set up like a streaming service before to do political speeches, and she's offered to help us do that with the Parker Lecture Series. So that is something that we're planning on doing, is starting to stream these so that if people either want to watch it, they can't attend in person. The problem is we do want people to attend in person. So I don't know that we'd stream it live. We may end up, doing a recording or something like that. But we are working on, having that available either on YouTube or on our website.
Oh, it's interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about archives. What happens to the stories that the people come? In other words, are these lectures taped at all?
They haven't been. No, they haven't been yet. We do have on our website, just the list of the speakers. But no, they have not been recorded.
That's archived.
Yes.
Because I went on the website and I see
Yeah.
going back.
Venues, speakers,
Yeah.
We have all that
Yeah.
archived. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to look for somebody that's interesting or a book to read, you can see what an author that was brought in 5 or 6 years ago. If you have any questions, you could look at when he was in Lowell, because quite a few people come to Lowell.
Yeah, it's funny. The person who was filling my role before I did it was Paul Lappin. He did it for 34 years.
We had him on, I think it was pre-COVID.
Okay, yeah.
Post-COVID.
So he did it for 34 years. So it was amazing to sit down with him when he kind of handed off that responsibility, and he had just lists and lists of speakers and ideas. And when you do it for that long, it's amazing how much you accrue in terms of knowledge and ideas and everything like that. So he's been very helpful to me.
He brought a lot of authors in, and I would have books from that author, and I'd go down to the lecture, they'd sign the book, etc.
Yeah, we've done that. And we do have a couple at the Pollard Library this year. We may add some more.
Okay.
We're working on getting authors.
Are you going to get colonial type authors in regards to colonial history?
We may, because that kind of fits the theme for next year.
Yeah.
So 2026.
And you're involved with the New England Baseball Journal. I mean, are you going to get some sports writers?
Yeah, I could. It's definitely on the radar. We've talked about doing something like that with the city manager. He's got a few connections and contacts too. So he was talking about former Red Sox players, Dwight Evans or Jim Rice, guys like that. So I think that will be on the schedule.
Oh, I wish you'd get Jim Rice, because I'd bring my baseball bat and have him sign the baseball bat.
There you go.
Yeah. I have a Jim Rice baseball bat. It's in mint condition.
Yeah.
So yeah. So.
Oh wow. Where'd you get that?
There was a sports place in downtown Lowell that they were getting rid of all their bats.
Okay.
I mean, they had shelves and shelves of wooden bats.
Yeah.
And I happened to get Jim Rice and a Mickey Mantle bat.
Wow.
Pristine.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
And before I got to the, and because I knew the owner's son, it was gratis, so to speak.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Yeah.
So he told me there were people that came up from Alabama and other places looking for the wooden bats.
Yeah.
Because, everybody went aluminum except Major League Baseball.
Right.
And to get older bats like that, people were going through that and just buying
Yeah.
bats in large numbers.
Oh, it's amazing. I was in Cooperstown pretty recently touring the Baseball Hall of Fame. And not only do they have all that type of memorabilia all throughout the museum, but then they also have memorabilia shops all around, up and down that street. And yeah, I always am confused, like how stuff ends up in the Hall of Fame versus how it ends up, people selling it for tens of thousands of dollars in memorabilia shops right down the street. But yeah, there's definitely money to be made there.
I might have somebody for your show.
Yeah.
Speaking of Cooperstown, he's asked me to go to Cooperstown. He does Babe Ruth. He wears a Yankee uniform and goes to different venues, or weddings or whatever, bar mitzvahs or anything like
really?
that, and or birthdays, and plays. They pay him to come in.
Like a Babe Ruth impersonator?
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
He has a business card, and he lives in Lowell.
Oh, wow.
He lives in Belvedere.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if I know him.
I'd rather not say it on the air. But
Yeah, we'll do it off the air.
We'll do it off the air. And I didn't bring his business card with me, but I bumped into him at the hockey game, UMass Lowell, and he was sitting there.
Okay.
And he was telling me, he went to Babe Ruth is buried in Yonkers, New York, and these people were looking for the gravesite. He comes over the hill with his uniform on.
Oh, wow.
And a baseball bat over his shoulder, and the people freaked out and
That's
stuff like
funny.
that. Yeah, so he's got a lot of wild stories. I mean, so
I bet.
I don't think he's written anything down per se, but maybe you could talk to him and find out.
Yeah, we have a podcast that sounds like.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
full of
yeah.
stories.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I forgot the podcast. What's your podcast before we get off the air?
It's called the Base Path Podcast. So it's you can find it on New England Baseball Journal's
Okay.
website, which is baseballjournal.com.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think it would be good for your podcast.
Yeah, it sounds like
Honest to
you'd have
God.
some really funny stories.
Oh yeah. He went to what was it? I can't remember recently, and they paid him $500 to go to this venue to do a wedding. I don't remember specifically.
Yeah,
but
it's pretty good for a few hours.
Yeah, I know. It's a good thing, and people pay his way to go to Cooperstown. He's going to Cooperstown in a couple of weeks, so.
It's funny, they had a exhibit where they did have like life-sized Babe Ruth, because it was his official jersey that he wore, and he was huge. Even a lot of those players you see from the early 1900s, and they're 5'6", 5'7". He looks like he could still hit a lot of home runs.
I was at the baseball game recently, a couple of months ago, and I was sitting on the third base side, almost behind home plate, and I met this family from Knoxville, Kentucky, and his children played baseball, male and female. They played baseball, and they wanted to go to Fenway Park. So they were sitting next to me and behind me, and I was talking to the child. He's playing college ball right now, community college, and I said, remember, Babe Ruth pitched off that mound.
Yeah. Yep.
You have to remember that.
Yeah. It's got to be the oldest baseball stadium still going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He pitched off that mound.
Yeah.
And that's the historic perspective that I tell people.
Yeah.
I don't do tours at Fenway Park, though.
Yeah, you could. It sounds like you could.
No, but I mean, it's just too much to drive, and I'm sure they would hire me, and they're always looking for people in any venue or anything like that.
Right, yeah.
So, but the big thing is you pitched off that mound. We have less than a minute. Anything you want to say?
No, if you want to look on parkerlexus.com, you get the entire list of our full schedule for 2025-26. Like I said, we may end up adding that. We're working with the